Amazing beautiful people, and welcome back to another video game OST reaction video. This one is completely random. This one's literally just come out of nowhere. You guys have asked me to go back and react to a video game OST that was on the N64, a game I don't think I've ever even, I don't even know if I've heard of it. FZero X? Yeah, I don't know if I've heard of it. The flipping poster for it looks familiar, but the game itself, it's not ringing any bells with me. But you guys will ask me to go back and check out the theme to this song, Big Blue. The theme to this game, the song Big Blue. So, I guess that's what we're going to do today. We're going to check out the OST from FZero X. This one is very random. I know nothing about this, but you guys have recommended it, so let's do it. Also, please go to the comment section, fill up the comment section with recommendations. What are some other video game OSTs you'd love to see a reaction to on this channel? Press that like button, subscribe. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction to, for some reason, the highly requested FZero X Big Blue OST theme. This is actually good. When the hell did this song come out? This is actually good. The guitar work is crazy. It is very fast paced. It seems very fun. It has like a retro feel to it, but also it doesn't. I had an image in my head of what this was going to sound like because of how old it was, and most older video game OSTs have a similarity. This is pretty good. The guitar work's amazing. Yeah, the guitar work's actually really good. I'm super surprised. Alright, this is not what I had in my head. Okay, this is not what I had in my head at all. Like nothing. Like for example, you know the Undertale OST, right? Undertale has like a retro feel to it, right? But it's not that old. But that retro feel is definitely something you get with older games. When you go back and check out older OSTs, older games, that's the sort of style you usually see incorporated with that sort of music. This has like a tiny element of that. But honestly, it also just feels like a really cool rock song as well. Like with the guitar work and everything. This is not what I expected. It's actually really good. Yeah, what kind of game is it? Racing game? This is actually really fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really enjoying this. I'm guessing it's a racing game, right? Some sort of like futuristic racing game. I remember there were a lot of racing games which are like hover and jet cars. Even I played a couple when I was sort of growing up playing these games. I don't know if I ever played FZero X though. Maybe I did. I'm not sure. I've definitely played some games like this, but I don't know if F-Zero was one of them. But it definitely feels like a racing thing. Is this the theme to the game? Like you're waiting on the pause menu and this is playing? Or is this a song that actually plays in the race? Because this feels like a song that would be awesome to race to. And that's what I'm getting. The post is so random as well. Like, it's possible to understand exactly what even is happening in the poster. The poster literally looks like it could be like an old Linkin Park album. just realized the poster reminds me of the first Fast and Furious movie. Isn't there a poster of like similar sort of colors and it's got like Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, and the rest of the characters like splattered across it. That's what it reminds me of. You know that part of the song where it goes blah, 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 like really fast? What instrument are they using to make that? Because it sounds like a sort of keyboard cross between a guitar. What instrument is that? Does anyone know? Like that sort of like because it could be like a piano, right? It could be like a keyboard piano, but it also has like a guitar feel to it. I don't know. Is it a special instrument or is it literally just a keyboard? Literally nothing like what I expected at all. That bit fucking kicked ass. That bit was so good. The whole tempo changed. The whole song just became more electric. It just ramped up in terms of like craziness. That fucking bit, that fucking part of the song, that's my favorite part of the song. That part was awesome. This is so not what I had in my head. Like, not even close. It really isn't. I was just not expecting this. This is so different. One more time. I remember I had an N64 as well. I had an N64. I had a... I feel like I had a GameCube, but not for long, which makes me think maybe I like knew someone that had one or something like that. Because I don't remember loading up a game in the GameCube, if that makes sense. But I remember playing games in the N64. There was a game I used to love, but I haven't been able to like remember what it was for ages. And it's in my head somewhere. But there was this game where it like starts off and you're like in a facility. Almost, and something happens. It's like a a sort of old school cinematic. You're in a facility, something happens, and then next thing you know, you're on a spaceship. All this is in the cinematic. You're on some sort of spaceship. You're blasting out the facility. My brain. Right, let me try and paint this picture. I've never been able to find this game, and I used to play it in school, and I swear it was on the N64 as well. You're in a facility. Okay, this is all in an old school cinematic. Something's happening, so maybe something to do in a lab or something like that. I don't know. What? Or maybe someone's chasing you, something like that. You end up then getting in a jet, like a space jet or whatever. You flee, you escape. Next thing you know, you're on a like a planet with loads of trees and vines and stones. And it was like a platform game. You had to like jump from platform to platform and climb up and that sort of stuff. And it was like, side view platform game. But it went from that view to like these cinematics and sort of stuff. And I remember flipping loving it. Like I remember really enjoying it. And that's one of the first games I remember properly playing. And I don't know what game it is. The memory's in my head, but I don't know what game it is. Obviously, I then remember like PS1 flipping GoldenEye days and that sort of stuff. But that's the game. That's one of the games that sticks out mostly in my head. I also remember a game called like Hugo something, which was like you were like I don't know what you were. You were like some sort of like flipping like Bigfoot maybe or something. But you were like a tiny little guy called Hugo or something like that. And you had to like snowboard and sled down mountains and jump over stuff. It was like a snowboarding game, but it was like one view, and you had to like move out the way, jump over things. Every time you hit something, there was like a cinematic of you crashing into it. That's another game I remember playing when I was really young. If anyone can help me find the first game, that'd be really cool. If it rings bells with anyone, like it sort of like opens with like that cinematic in a lab, we fly away in a spaceship, and then next thing you know, you're on like a jungle stone island, you're on like a jungle stony area, and it's like a side platformer game. It was a bit dark. It was, if I remember correctly, like it was a bit of a darker sort of game, but maybe a tiny bit more adult themed. I don't know. That's all I've got in my head. So, also, I apologize for sniffing and coughing in these reactions. I'm still recovering from not being well, so I do apologize, guys. What other games do I have memories of playing really young? That one sticks out to me. Then there's like Giant Citizens of Kaboo or whatever, which that was a bit after that. Which I remember playing. Wu-Tang Clan Taste the Pain. Anyone ever play that game? That fighting game? That was a really cool game as well. I don't know. These are the games that are sticking out in my head. Destruction Derby, like the original one, that was fantastic. Yeah, those are the games that stick out in my head. I was never really like into racing games. I remember playing the like Burnouts and stuff. I played the original Call of Duties and original Medal of Honors, like the first ones. I played all of them. I actually played every Call of Duty and every Medal of Honor forever, like all of them. And even when they brought out like the Band of Brothers game, all of them. I used to love games like that. God, the Band of Brothers game was amazing, man. Games are just the best, aren't they? Anyone else just going down like memory lane with me right now? Oh man, anyone remember first time they played Grand Theft Auto 3 and you had that crash on the bridge and just finding all the new weapons, and there was that like there was that car you could find that had like the flames on the side that was parked up by the mansion. And I know they had another car in GTA 4 that was parked by a mansion, but no, that's not the one I'm talking about. Anyone remember all of this? You used to get that flame car in GTA 3 and it was like the best car ever. Man. And then Vice City came out. I remember playing Vice City on my PSP with my best friend at the time, and he had a PSP too, and we would play that like LAN online, and it was the first time, that was my first ever online gaming experience. That is crazy, right? That is crazy. When you used to have an Xbox 360, you had to put the wireless like connector thing in the back so you could actually go online. Anyone remember that as well? Ah man, this is cool. FZero just sending me on a rabbit hole. FZero, I don't think I've played. I don't know, but the poster looks very bloody familiar. So for all I know, I have played this. But this was a really random OST that you guys asked me to react to. Very, very random. It just came out of nowhere, an old school OST, and you guys all just wanted me to check out, so we did. Honestly, what I had in my head and what this was a lot better, I'd say, than what I had in my head. It wasn't as retro as I thought it was going to be. It was actually a really good song in general, and it is a surprisingly amazing OST, especially for an older game. This is actually pretty damn awesome. I'm really impressed with this one. I'm not just saying that, by the way. I really liked this. I like the tempo and energy of it a lot. It's making me want to play FZero. I'll load up FZero. Let's get an N64 emulator. Let's do it. Let's play some FZero. Anyway, let me know in that comment section what other video game OSTs you'd love to see reaction to on this channel. The channel is controlled by you, the viewer, so let me know. If you've enjoyed this video, press that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. And as always, my friends, have yourself an awesome day, and you will see me in the next video.